What is up and welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. This is going to be my showcasing of the Ranma 1/2 Season 1 Limited Edition set. All I gotta say is very far and few anime pique my interest. I really don't care about anime, like, at all. The only handful of animes that I are probably the most mainstream ones are like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, and oh shit, I guess the classic Pokemon seasons, some Yu-Gi-Oh seasons that I watched as well when I was younger, and this show. My brother had shown me this show when we were kids, and I don't even know how he found out about it back then. I guess he just happened to stumble upon it through cable. I don't know. I don't even know if it aired on cable. I don't know how he found out about it. Long story short, we found out about it. We loved the show ever since. It was over the top, hilarious, and sexy for all the lovely ladies that went through the show as well. And just some very wonderful characters that are just very this is very much a big staple, I believe, in Japan. I'm assuming it is because there was a lot of various movies that were released over there, and a lot of it just slowly but surely came to America. And I would like to think there is a fairly big following, especially looking at the packaging. This is fucking amazing right here, man. This is beautiful stuff. Very much like the manga books, the design all over this right there. But to quickly go over this is the pamphlet, or the cardboard. And kind of funny enough, Viz Media, of course, is the main distributor, but Warner Brothers, wouldn't have expected them to pull out a release like this, but that's cool. But let's see if my camera will focus. Damn it, there we go. What's available in this set is 3 Blu-ray discs, 23 episodes in high definition, and English and Japanese language, and English subtitles. Or English tracks and Japanese tracks, that's what I meant. And as I said, there must have been a huge following that I was not aware of. I just knew I enjoyed the show. I feel like an idiot because I'm in a bubble or something. New York Comic Con 2013, Ranma 1/2 panel. We Love Ranma Part 1, manga remastering with US editor. And some other various cool things right there. Next episode previews, clean openings and endings. I don't know what that means. But very cool, very, very awesome for this limited edition set. It was $42.99 at Best Buy. That's where I picked it up. But I did price match it because of all places. And they did price match it. So for those of you who still want to pick this up and want to save $1 and some change, Barnes & Noble's had it for like $41, which was very odd. I was very shocked that they actually had it cheaper. So, and cheaper than Amazon. So for those of you who are kind of Amazon people, don't buy it through there because it's $49.97. So that's kind of that's too much. $40 for a nice set like this though is worth it. And look at this, is just fucking fantastic. You got Genma Santomi here. This is Ranma Santomi for those of you who do not know the characters. The quick story is they are both a young man and a father here that are just in training. They're doing their whole training thing at a spring which has various cursed little pools or springs of water, and each one of them through their training ends up falling into one, and then boom, they become alter egos of some kind. This is the altered version of himself. He's actually a kid, a young man, and then he becomes a girl. And as for his father, he's a grumpy old guy, and then when the water splashes on them from that after they fall into the springs, he ends up becoming a panda. He becomes a girl, and that becomes insanity. Yay! That was stupid. I don't know. There's a spine. It's got Ranma along with man. This fucking gold, man. It's fucking intense. This is arguably one of my best and favorite sets already, and I haven't even watched the Blu-rays just yet as I'm filming. But it's a very hard cover. Very much like a hard-covered book. I like it a lot. Viz Media and Warner Brothers, I guess, did a really good job with this. And then we got the booklet, which is all glossy. It's awesome. Like, all around, just look at this. Synopsis of episodes 1 through 23 with various photos and stills, or whatever you want to call them. Various cast credits. And then we even get a sample of the manga, and it says you got to read it this way. So there you go. Fucking fantastic. For $41, this is just wonderful. It could end up going to $30 in another couple months. But I figured anime, from what I've seen, it just never really goes down, much like Disney titles. They're very rarely, maybe they'll get $5 to $10 off, but even then I thought, fuck it, I love this show that much, it's worth a first week of release purchase, especially since I got $1 and some change off from the Barnes & Noble's price match. But there you go, very much the same with the exception of the artwork in the front, which got some more of the characters there. You have the character of Akane, and that's what the actual Ranma character looks like as a guy. That's him as the female counterpart, and that's the two brother and sister characters, I forget, Kuno, and then, I forget her name, but she's fucking they're both batshit nuts. And then you got Peachin right there, which is actually the character of Ryoga. For those of you who know the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, you are probably just staring off into space right now. Excuse me. Then we got the disc art, which is kind of plain. I kind of wish they could have used that more for the characters' designs, but either way, very happy for artwork. It's very much like the designs and various emblems from the show, I guess. The yin and yang thing right there, that's very obvious, I guess. So, very nice disc. Excuse me. Ah, gotta clear my throat. Excuse me. Anyways, this is a wonderful set, and I probably should have moved that up sooner. This is a wonderful set, $41 through the price match. Could not beat that for right now. I know I'm going to kick myself in the ass if this ends up going down to like $35, $30 in another, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. But regardless, I love the show. I think it's very funny, and especially the first 3-4 seasons, they were really top-notch. Animation is really good for it being from 1989. I'm really hoping for a great restoration. I heard it's really good from the couple reviews I even bothered to look at this on Blu-ray.com. So very happy to have this set. So that should do it for my showcasing of Ranma 1/2, the limited edition season 1 set. Feel free to comment below on what are your thoughts on this very odd and very funny, sometimes sexy, because there is a lot of lovely ladies, as I said, throughout this show. And I just really happy to have this. So feel free to comment below. And one last thing, there is another part to this video, because I didn't feel like being a dick and just making 2 different episodes. I figured this is kind of all connected, because I'm going to have the same setup here. I have a bit of a Blu-ray update, but also a collection I'm starting with the first ever Laserdisc I've ever purchased in my life. So that, if you feel free to want to check that out, I will definitely have that up on my channel basically the same time as you're watching this. So feel free to check that out as well for a couple more titles that I purchased, as well as my first Laserdisc. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in the other part of the video. So see you there.